Hello everybody, it's Sarah and today I am filming my first original tag video, which just makes me so excited. And I decided to call this tag the Books and Places tag. And I looked around BookTube if there's anything around that's kind of like it. I didn't find anything. And I decided to do this tag because I love traveling. And if you're anything like me, if you go on a holiday or a vacation, you probably take a lot of books with you. And you might already have noticed that books and places kind of get connected in a very special way, where if you return to the place, you will remember the book, and if you read the book, you will remember the place. And so I decided to create a tag based on that. This tag won't have a lot of rules, there will be no questions or categories. I just want you to show me the books that you connect to specific places. And there will only be two rules. One, this place shouldn't be your home. And two, you should have read the book like more than 1.5 years ago, let's say. So there should have been some time that has passed since you read the book, so that you can really say, okay, I connect this book to this place, and it's not just because I just read it a short while ago. And that was actually all the introduction to the video already, and now let me show you the books that I picked out. I picked out 5 books. And let me get started with the first one. First, I have The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. And this is kind of funny. I know that I read this book in France, but I'm not sure anymore where it was. I think it was somewhere in the south. But I can still remember that I was lying in a hammock while reading it. And I think I was around 14 or 15 when I read this book for the first time, and back then my English wasn't yet quite good enough for this book, but I still really enjoyed it, and it's one of my favorite memories of, well, going on vacation. Another book that I also read in France, that I remember where in France I read it, it was on Corsica. I'm not sure what you say in English, but it's basically this island southeast of France, and there I read the Charlie Bone series. I had taken not enough books with me for a 3-week holiday, and I ran out of books. Luckily, a friend borrowed me her Charlie Bone books, and I read them and I loved them, and since then I connect them with Corsica. Funnily enough, I have a photo of myself reading the second book in the Inkheart series while I was there on that same holiday, but I cannot at all remember that I read it back then. Which is funny that some books you just distinctly remember reading them and others you don't remember at all. The next book I read when I was 12, I think, and that was in Morocco, and that was the first book in the Bartimaeus trilogy by Jonathan Stroud. And again, I hadn't taken enough books with me. I had only taken this one book with me actually, and I read it 3 times on that trip. And I really loved it, so I didn't mind, but ever since then it's just, this is connected with Morocco, and it's just engraved in my mind how I read it at the hotel. Then I have the second and the third book in the Multiple Instruments series by Cassandra Clare, which is City of Ashes and City of Glass. And for those of you who don't know yet, I actually read the second and third book before I read the first book, and I read both of them in Australia. I couldn't find the first book anywhere. I accidentally bought the second book and started it. It's just, I bought so many books in Australia. For example, those 3 books right here, I also connect them to Australia, but this one just in particular because somewhere in here there actually is like a smudge, and that smudge is in there because I somehow killed a spider between the pages. No, not a spider, a fly. It was a fly. Which is kind of disgusting. I don't even know how I managed, because I didn't like try to catch the fly, but it just kind of happened. But yeah, this book is very worn and very dirty because of Australia, so it has the outward signs as well as just the feeling inside of me. And the last book that I very much connect to a certain place that I traveled to is the Black Jewel series by Anne Bishop, and I connect this series to Dubai and Oman. My cousin lived in Dubai for a while, and when he married, the wedding was over there as well. And for my reading, I took this trilogy with me. And after the wedding, my mom and me, we went on to Oman, and there I finished the trilogy, and I was like so devastated because I didn't have the fourth and the fifth book. And then really luckily at the airport I found the fourth and the fifth book, like in Frankfurt I found it, which is really strange because I can't even find the books in the bookstores in Austria, like in the big bookstores. But anyways, I love this series. My mom always jokes that I didn't really get to see anything of Oman because my nose was always buried in a book. But anyways, I still have very good memories, and so I just connect this book to Oman. That was the 5 books that I mostly connect with certain places. Of course, there are plenty more, but I thought that 5 were enough. And so yeah, that was it for this tag. I will tag Anna from Echoland because I know she has traveled a lot, and I'm sure she has a couple of very interesting books that she could show us. Then I'm also going to tag Vanessa from Paper Fairy and Roya from Unicorn Hunters Books, and also everybody else who wants to do this tag. If you do, please notify me on Twitter or in the comments. I would really love to see you do this tag, because I think, if I do say so myself, that it's something very interesting. And even though we always travel in books, readers also like to travel in the real world. And with that said, if you like this video, please subscribe. All the links to my social media are in the description box down below, so you can go and friend me or follow me. If you're interested in traveling, maybe you're interested in following me on Instagram, because I do travel quite a lot. Currently, as you're seeing this video, I am once again in Corsica. And so yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope I'll see you soon. Bye!